Hello and welcome to the final three tricks. And we start off with 8A741. And when I was talking earlier about 9A551 only being in the top 3 of the most difficult tricks, this was one of the tricks that I was talking about. 8A741 is definitely a contender for the most difficult trick. There's one trick coming up that I would say is slightly more difficult, but the other trick is less annoying to do, so I don't know, it's not quite clear which one is harder and which one is easier. But 8A741 is certainly up there. At the very least top 2. It is a little bit harder than 9A551 and considerably harder than almost all of the other tricks. And this is also a trick that has been inspired by the infamous video O from Near. And like with all other Siteswap, Ofex somehow makes this look like it's easy. It really isn't. It's one of the most cruel, unforgiving and demanding tricks that I've ever done. But I guess Ofex is just from another world. Yeah, this trick took ages. It was a very, very difficult grind, and there's a couple of good reasons for that. The one is that for basically a split second, you're doing 5 balls in one hand. And that is when you do the A741 part, you already have 4 balls crashing down on one side, and then you throw the 8 right on top of all those 4 balls and somehow try to avoid all of the balls that are coming down, which is nigh impossible. And took me months upon months to figure out how to do without crashing the pattern. But what I got in return is one of the most stunning tricks of the entire challenge. This trick has such a fantastic look to it, and it makes me so happy that I got it done. It's also one of those tricks that I dreamt of running one day. Like years ago, I was looking at this trick in the generator in Juggling Lab, and I was thinking to myself that one day in a couple of years I will be able to do this trick. And eventually I made my dream come true and actually learned this trick. Pure and utter madness. Definitely one of the best, but also one of the hardest tricks. And yeah, I challenged myself big time with this one. And I'm glad it paid off. There were a couple of moments where this trick got so frustrating that I thought about substituting it with a different trick, but I never ended up doing that, and I stuck through the grind, and eventually I came out ahead. And as a result, I managed to accomplish one of my dream tricks from a few years ago. And I certainly do hope that you enjoyed this as well. And just 2 more tricks are left. We'll see you with the next one. Have a good day and goodbye.